Have you ever felt stuck, like you're waiting for the perfect plan, the right time, or that magical sign from the universe to finally move forward? Here's the truth. You don't need a master plan. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need a spark and the courage to follow it. This simple shift in mindset could change your entire life, and it starts today. Let's be real for a moment. Most of us are just trying to make it through the day without screaming into a pillow or eating cereal for dinner. Again, life is messy. It's unpredictable. It's not some perfectly edited Instagram reel. And despite what the world may suggest, you're not supposed to have every single detail of your life figured out by now. Shocker, I know. But guess what? That's okay. Because here's the thing. You don't need to know the next 5 steps. You just need to know the next right step. One spark. That's it. Think about it like this. Fire doesn't start with a bonfire. It starts with a spark, a tiny flicker, a moment of warmth that, when nurtured, grows into something powerful. The same goes for your goals, your healing, your happiness. You don't need it all figured out. You just need the courage to follow the spark you already feel. This message today is for you. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by the pressure to have it all together, if you've ever scrolled through social media thinking, how does everyone else seem to know what they're doing? Let me be the voice that reminds you. Most people are winging it, with caffeine, and a smile, and a little bit of panic, and somehow they're still moving forward. And so can you. This is for the parents doing their best with what they've got, juggling the schedules, the school drop-offs, the laundry piles that mysteriously reproduce overnight. It's for the married couples who are building something beautiful together, on a foundation of love, effort, and probably a shared Netflix password. It's for entrepreneurs grinding out their dreams in silence while the world only sees the end result. It's for every person out there learning how to be positive in a world that often makes it easier to be negative. Let's shift your mindset today. Let's break free from the idea that success is only for those who have a 5-year plan printed on a vision board in gold foil. The truth is, most successful people got there because they followed one spark, and then another. Micah Johnson, a former MLB player, didn't plan to become a digital artist. He didn't grow up dreaming about NFTs or storytelling through animation. But one question from his young nephew, "Can astronauts be black?" sparked something in him. He didn't wait until he became an expert in blockchain or digital design. He just acted. That one spark became Aku, a powerful NFT project that eventually led to deals in film and television. All of that from one spark and the courage to follow it. What if your spark is already there? What if it's that idea you keep writing down in notebooks? That business you've daydreamed about for months? That urge to go back to school or start a side hustle or mend a broken relationship? What if the only thing holding you back isn't your lack of a plan, but your fear of starting? Listen closely. You don't have to leap. You just have to lean. Lean into the next right decision. One step, one choice, one act of courage. Let me ask you something. What would your life look like if you stopped waiting for clarity and started acting with confidence? No, not arrogance, not false perfection. Just confidence in this truth, that you are enough as you are and that your dreams are worth taking one step toward today. If you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. This is the nudge, the push, the moment. It's not too late. You're not behind, you're right on time. Now let's get practical. What does taking the next right step actually look like? It might be sending one email, making one phone call, signing up for one class, drinking one more glass of water today instead of that third energy drink. Yeah, I saw that. It's not always dramatic. Often it's simple, honest, uncomplicated, but it creates momentum, and momentum changes lives. There's this myth that if you don't start big, it doesn't count. That if your dream doesn't explode overnight, it's not valid. That's just not true. Big things grow slowly. Trees take root underground before they ever show above the surface. Your growth, your healing, your vision, it's no different. The secret is in the consistency. One small right step each day builds a foundation you can stand on. If you're a parent, maybe that looks like setting aside 10 minutes of quiet before the chaos begins. If you're building a business, maybe it's sketching out your idea on a napkin. If you're working on your marriage, maybe it's saying, "I appreciate you" before heading to bed. The spark is already inside of you. You just have to follow it. Now, maybe you're thinking, "But I don't know what the right step is." That's okay. Here's a trick. Ask yourself what feels kind, not what feels easiest, not what feels flashy, what feels honest and hopeful. That's your direction. You might not see the whole road ahead, but the next few feet, you've got that. And when you move with intention, the next step reveals itself. Just like driving in the dark with headlights, you can't see the entire road, but you can see far enough to keep going. And here's another thing. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to pivot. Life isn't a straight line. It zigzags. It circles back. Sometimes it does donuts in a parking lot. But every loop teaches you something. Every stumble builds strength. Every detour deepens your perspective. So be kind to yourself. Don't judge your progress by someone else's highlight reel. You're doing better than you think. You're showing up. You're trying. You're here, listening to this message. And that means you're still in the game. And if you're in the game, anything is possible. Here are some reflection questions to help guide your next step. What's one small action I can take today that moves me forward? What would I do if I knew I couldn't fail? What's holding me back? And is that thing even true? You see, fear has a way of sounding logical, but most fears are just lies in disguise. Lies that say, "You're not ready, you're not good enough, you'll mess it up." Lies that keep you from chasing what's already yours. Silence those lies with action. Prove them wrong with movement. You don't have to do it all today. You just have to do something. Just take one more step, and then another, and another. Eventually, those steps add up to momentum. Momentum adds up to confidence. Confidence becomes belief. And belief changes everything. Imagine looking back 6 months from now and saying, "Wow, that one step I took changed my whole life." It happens more often than you think. So whether you're a dreamer, a doer, a tired parent, a hopeful entrepreneur, or just a human trying to be better than yesterday, remember this. You don't need a full plan. You just need a spark and the courage to follow it. Take the step. You're more ready than you think. And tomorrow, take another. We believe in you, and we're walking this road with you, one right step at a time. Before you go, if this message sparked something inside you, even the tiniest flicker, don't let it fade. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss your daily dose of positivity and motivation right here on Positivity Perks. We're building a community where dreamers, doers, parents, entrepreneurs, and everyday people like you can show up as they are, be encouraged, and keep taking those next right steps. Together, drop a comment below and tell us, what's one small spark you're ready to follow this week? We read every single one, and your story just might inspire someone else to move forward too. And if you know someone who could use this message today, share it with them. Be their spark. Because remember, you don't need a master plan. You just need a moment, a decision, a spark. Thanks for being here with us. We'll see you next time.